critical warning: the future of the pangolin, the world's most trafficked mammal, hangs by a thread, and you might be unknowingly contributing to its peril. Hidden risks are lurking, threatening to derail our efforts to protect this remarkable creature. While we often trust technology to safeguard our environment, the reality is far more alarming. The pangolin warning signs are flashing, yet many remain blissfully unaware of how misrepresentations could skew vital data. Imagine a community passionately dedicated to saving pangolins, relying on what they believe to be accurate information. They launch initiatives with confidence, but what if their tools are leading them astray? Algorithms designed to analyze wildlife trends can misinterpret data, resulting in policies that inadvertently jeopardize these vulnerable animals. The technology we rely on may not be as trustworthy as we think. Picture yourself in a vibrant forest, surrounded by wildlife advocates eagerly discussing their findings. An unsettling feeling creeps in as you glance at the colorful graphs on their devices. You feel confident in their conclusions, yet something feels off. What if those bright visuals are concealing the true dangers? These miscalculations can lead to misguided conservation strategies, misallocating resources to areas where they aren't needed. The rush to act can blind us to the complexities at play. You might wonder, how can a solution feel so distant when technology is supposed to simplify our efforts? The tension is palpable. This is just about data, it's about survival. As we confront this issue, consider our roles. Are we too quick to accept data without scrutinizing its origins? Each statistic could unlock a brighter future or lead us into a trap of failure. The crucial takeaway is that real change starts with awareness. We must demand accuracy in data collection and representation. If we want to protect pangolins, we must challenge the narratives shaped by AI. Reflect on how you interpret information. Our engagement with technology should be driven by curiosity, skepticism, and a quest for truth. The hidden risks we ignore could have devastating consequences. Let's commit to asking better questions and demanding better answers. The pangolins deserve nothing less. Have you ever considered how a small creature could carry the weight of our wildlife protection efforts? It's surprising, but pangolins, the most trafficked mammals on the planet, are suffering silently in ways we're just beginning to understand. Many people overlook the subtle signals these unique animals display when stressed. Misinterpreting these signals could seriously impact their survival, and the hidden dangers of misrepresenting pangolin data for wildlife protection might be more alarming than you think. Imagine being in a vibrant wildlife reserve, surrounded by nature's beauty. Yet, beneath this calm exterior, algorithms are processing data and making decisions about our conservation strategies. What if these AI systems fail to recognize a pangolin in distress? You might think that's unlikely, but the truth is it happens more often than we'd like to admit. Let's dive deeper. Picture a pangolin curling into a ball, an instinctive reflex. If researchers overlook this crucial moment, they might label the animal as stable even when it's actually in distress. Such misinterpretation can lead to misguided conservation efforts, putting a species already on the brink in even greater danger. As we rush to digitize data, are we unintentionally sidelining the very beings we aim to protect? This is just a minor oversight, it's a fundamental flaw in our approach. So what can we do? It all starts with awareness. By learning to recognize the emotional and physical cues that pangolins exhibit, we can better inform the AI systems we depend on. This requires a shift in our mindset to need to see these creatures as more than just data points. They deserve our empathy. Here's the key takeaway: every pangolin signal, whether It's a slight twitch or a defensive posture holds vital information. Ignoring these signs jeopardizes their future and undermines the integrity of our conservation efforts. As you reflect on this, think about your role in wildlife protection. What awareness can you bring to this important conversation? Together we can ensure that the pangolin's whispers are heard loud and clear. What if I told you that the future of wildlife protection hangs by a thread, and the very technology designed to save endangered species might actually be putting them at risk? That's right, Abe. A term we hear everywhere has a darker side. You probably see AI as a helpful tool that aids us in making better choices. But what if it's misrepresenting crucial information about one of the world's most endangered animals? I'm talking about the pangolin. Many people don't even realize these creatures are on the brink of extinction, let alone how technology contributes to their plight. Imagine this: you're deep in the forest and spot a pangolin curled up in a ball, vulnerable and alone. You feel an instinctive urge to protect it, picturing how you'd rally others to help save it. But what if, in your effort to assist, you inadvertently fed misinformation into a system that could harm its chances of survival? AI algorithms analyze vast amounts of data, but they often miss the finer details. They reduce complex behaviors to mere numbers and charts, frequently overlooking the emotional signals these animals display when stressed. Let's be honest, the stakes are incredibly high. Imagine a conservationist relying on AI-generated reports to plan rescue efforts. If those reports misinterpret the pangolin's stress signals, it could lead to misguided strategies, leaving these animals even more vulnerable. You'd feel frustrated, knowing that lives depend on accurate information. As more organizations adopt AI, the risk of losing critical data increases. It's like a game of telephone, where the last person hears a distorted version of the truth. Imagine feeling powerless, watching a species fade into history, all because technology faltered at a crucial moment. But what if we could change this story? What if we could harness AI to better understand these creatures instead of misrepresenting them? It's not too late to bridge this gap. Here's the key point: we need to advocate for transparency in how AI is used in wildlife conservation. We must push for the inclusion of emotional and behavioral studies alongside the data we collect. Side data analytics. It's about creating a future where technology and empathy work hand in hand.